Hello guys, thank you so much for joining us today. As above, so below, we're talking about Mars energy. That is what we utilize to take action, and whether we use protection work, offensive or defensive. But on this particular platform, this is your first time in my life. My name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I'm the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRS. Those are the African traditional sciences by which we harness, direct, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. To each and every one of you guys, thank you so much for the support, the love, also the super chatting that you guys have been pushing this video. I am excited to be here with you guys because a lot of things are going on, and I'm trying to be get myself in a position that I can help more people, especially melanated people. This particular platform is really for melanated people that are in the church that practice the ATRs, and those that have left the church but they still have church influence, but they practice the ATR. This is also a platform where melanated people can understand their own energy, their own frequency and vibration, and learn how to effectively utilize that. Is that not my Natasha Foster, my Aquarius from North Carolina? Mwah, much love to you. My aphrodisiac is in the house. Yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. What's up, my Karen O'Brien? I got your message there. Congratulations, getting your package. And to what's up, my Ryan? All right, the Libra Libra in the house. Thank you so much. There go my 69. Sir Lickum and Sir Stickum. Praise God. Thank God for her. What's up, Alicia in the house? Sagittarius / Capricorn. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. This particular platform has a lot to do with educating melanated people that want to practice real magic. When I say real magic, utilizing, understanding the energy, the frequency, and the vibration. To me, doesn't matter what particular vehicle you use, and those vehicles could be Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Christianity. It could be any type of shamanism. It could be necromancy. It could be Obeah, Kabbalah. However it is, we still, in order to manifest, we have to utilize energy, frequency, and vibration. And I want to say, guys, thank you so much for the continued support. And I am getting myself prepared because I know what is to come. And I've been warning people for quite some time, and a lot of times, especially with melanated people, until it actually happens, we like to I call it react to things instead of being proactive. I teach against being reactive in life, but I do teach proactive actions because it puts you in a position of power, it puts you in a position of influence, and getting things to turn out in a particular way in your behalf. What's up there, Tree? Rhonda Aries in the house. Teaching every one of you guys, thank you, sir. First of all, salutations to my Madrina, to my Padrino, and to my Oba, and to all of my brothers that practice the magical arts, and especially the black arts, and to each and every one of you guys that are in the Christian church that are utilizing the ATRs in order to cleanse, in order to protect yourself, and also enhance your spirituality. Salutation to you. To all of you closeted that you are out here utilizing the ATRs and doing the way of Nicodemus, shame on you. All right, so I also want to say salutations to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. If you have been following me and I have been discussing certain things, we do realize that. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for joining us. The I am. Oh my God, a long time no see. I am going to be discussing something. And my subject tonight, y'all know I believe in as above, so below, so high energy, frequency, and vibration move. The Supreme Court ruled immunity for presidents. And because melanated people want to do conjure, mysticism, and they don't want to pay attention to the laws of the land, and they don't want to deal and educate themselves, they think that magic is going to solve all things. Sometimes you don't need a spell, you just need to be informed. Sometimes you don't need a prayer. You need to be gain some knowledge and then know how to navigate in these streets. Now, we are up against a lot of different things. And so, therefore, a lot of the things that I teach on my platform are geared to melanated people. Now, I also want to say to all of you that get your incense burns, you get your candle work, you got those that already got your graveyard work. Thank you so much. I want you to understand what I'm about to teach today. When it comes down to real magic and real spirituality, one way or another, you're going to find yourself in these predicaments. Okay? And I'm going to tell you why. Now, my subject tonight is why we work against judges, lawyers, and doctors in the ATRs. Why would a spiritual practitioner find him or herself working against a judge, lawyer, or doctors in a given situation when it comes down to melanated people? I realize that many of you guys did not grow up in the home being aware of certain things, so I'm going to talk to you as I would talk to my child, that I would talk to my brothers and sisters, that I would talk to anybody that I particularly care about. Thank you so much for the reminder, Demetri. If you have questions, all you have to do is hit that super chat. Now, good evening to you, Ruby, in the house. Now, if you are a doctor, if you are a lawyer, if you are a judge, and you find yourself in a situation where you are judging a case that's against melanated people, you find yourself as a lawyer, whether a defense attorney, whether you are a criminal attorney, if you are a doctor that is working on the welfare of melanated people. I'm going to discuss this, and I am not here to discount your profession. What I am here to tell melanated people of some of the history that comes along with us dealing with judges, lawyers, and doctors. And so I want you to understand why a person like me, a hoodooist, voodooist, a conjurer, a mystic, or agitator, will find himself working against these individuals on these professions. Okay? So first of all, I want to say, oh yeah, I told Pisces. Okay. Now, we're going to first start with, why would I find myself working against a judge? In this case, judges. Because this is where melanated people falter. We believe, whether we are in the United States, I don't care what country, if people are holding certain offices, they affect you one way or the other, indirectly or directly. Now, if you ever had to go through any type of legality, you're going to have to deal with a judge and you're going to have to deal with a lawyer. So all of you that go to church and you wonder why a lot of times you do not win your court cases and lawsuits, because you don't understand and what type of energy. Now, me personally, I don't necessarily work with the Orishas when it comes down to courtroom work. And I'm going to explain to you why. The Orishas are very powerful beings. Ochosi does rule over legalities. But when you're dealing with crooks, because that's why a crook as a judge, a crook as a lawyer, and a crook as a doctor. Now, I came up in a crooked family, so please don't even try me. So I know how they get down. Okay? So I'm going to be talking about some things that you may find yourself in and wonder why your high John or your low John is not working for you, or your glandular root is not working, because I'm going to explain some things today why you need powerful conjuring. When you coming up against Supreme Court justices, when you coming up against federal judges, when you coming up with some circuit court judges that are in conjure, that are doing spiritual work, or getting spiritual work done, or getting cleansing work, this is so very important, because this is not for everybody. Everybody is not in a position to be going up against certain justices or lawyers or even doctors, because these people normally have resources. Not necessarily whether they are proficient in magic themselves, but they have the resources to get you off their ass, okay? So to all of my drug dealers and all that, that's, y'all know why y'all keep getting time? Because I'm not saying your conjurer, your prayer word, or whatever you got working for you ain't working for you, but they're not penetrating that protection that judge is sitting up there on, okay? Majority of them are Masons. Majority. Not all, but majority of them. And that doesn't mean that every Mason is a powerful conjurer, because that ain't true either. But let's start first of all so I can break this down. First of all, we're going to talk about judges. Why would you find yourself working against a judge? We're going to be coming from Luke, the 18th chapter. When I say working against, we're talking about spirituality. So don't come for me. I'm very clear. Luke, the 18th chapter, verse 2. In honor of my faithful Oya, my head Orisha, my faithful Babluaye, in honor of my other father, Ogun, I'm rocking Ogun on tonight on energy of war, because I want to teach and bring clarity why it costs so much money when you find, I don't care how poor you are, it's still going to cost you money to do courtroom work. Because you're dealing with legalities and you're dealing with people with dollars, okay? All the courtroom house is nothing but a big bank. They take in money, okay? That's what they do. And that's why it's very hard to win cases when it comes down. I don't care some of the simplified cases, it's to some of the most complex. Now, Luke 18 verse 2. It says this. Talking about a parable. It says, saying there was in a city a judge who feared not God, neither regarded man. And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of mine adversary. And he would not for a while, but afterward he said within himself, though I fear not God, nor regard man. So, you as a spiritualist, you could find yourself, all right there, my elect, God's elect, coming up with that chocolate. Now, if you're dealing with an unjust judge, so let's define what an unjust judge. This is somebody that has taken bribes. A lot of you guys don't know, especially in our country, there's a voting system by which these people are elected to become judges in certain districts and in the circuit court, and so therefore they have a season where they have to campaign. And a lot of times, in order to sway these judges, lawyers, businesses, corporations donate to their campaign. This is how, when these, if you ever notice, if you pay attention, when some lawyers walk in the courtroom, they buddy with the judge, and they gotta, because that judge recognizes them from being a campaign donor. A lot of your cases are already, if you are going against somebody, that you already defeated before you get into the courtroom, because they have already donated, or that judge has taken some type of bribe. Now let me explain to all of y'all that feel like I don't know what I'm talking about. My own personal family have paid off judges. Don't come for me. Don't tell me about what don't go on. When you have a certain amount of money and you have certain kind of connection, them judges are going to go along with that money. So an unjust judge is not there standing for the law. They're not standing for what's right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm just giving y'all straight facts. So you can burn your candle, you can do your Gregory bag, you can do your high John. It's still, the case was already over before y'all even went. This is why having a good reader, somebody that does really good divination, they can help you get an insight of what you're dealing with. A lot of times, even when you're going in front of the judge and you have cases where you may have been in accident cases, or you dealing with insurance company, a lot of times those insurance companies call your lawyer, pay your lawyer. I'm going to say it again. Your paid lawyer is getting paid behind the table to get you to go and agree to a lower settlement, while they're getting paid by you and getting paid by the insurance company. They're not called lawyers for nothing. Okay? You can find yourself working against a judge. You can find yourself working against a lawyer. Now, I wrote down why the judge, because judges take bribes. Male, female, circuit court, federal court, Supreme Court. They take bribes. That's why, what's that, what is the recent one that made Supreme Court Justice Kavanaugh, Judge Kavanaugh? He became a Supreme Court. It wasn't very shortly after his mortgage on his house was completely paid for. I'm going to say that again. When Judge Kavanaugh became Supreme Court Justice, his bills disappeared. His loans disappeared. These are not people sitting on these panels with your best interest at heart. They're already paid for. And so they got these black robes on. And this is why I try to encourage melanated people to get back to their development. So this is why I am striving, if you will, in your support of what I do on my platform. Because how you going to fight against somebody that's sitting on there and the judgment is already made? Dirty making. That's called dirty making. Yeah. But when you are doing conjuring and you're dealing with Ochosi and all these other Orishas, they don't get down dirty. like that. This is why I deal with the cemetery. This is why I deal with Paulo. When I'm working courtroom work and I know I'm dealing with an unjust judge, or because I know that judge takes bribes, then I have to work that case totally different. Because you're dealing with a crook. A lot of y'all are talking about, oh, give me victory and what's right and let the judge see. The judge might even see what's right. They still not going to rule in your favor. If that company has already paid into that judge's campaign, that judge is not going to see into your... So a lot of the defeat that a lot of people get when you're trying to work magic in the court system is because you don't realize how it really works. And you're not aware of the real opposition that you're up against. Then we have Luke, the 11th chapter, the 46th verse and verse 52. I'm not here to I'm not a lawyer. I just work against them. I'm not a doctor. I just work against them. I'm telling you how I get a higher success rate when I'm working courtroom cases, when I'm working legality. A lot of you guys right now, these lawyers have scripted you financially, and I'm going to talk about them right now. Lawyers, and lawyers. Luke 11, verse 46, and then verse 52. And don't talk about, oh, I know. No, you buy into the system because you don't know enough. And you're constantly fooling with Christianity and that Jesus crap, and you're not educating yourself. And so therefore, not only you get sucked in, but your loved ones get sucked in. And then, like my grandma used to say, trouble easy to get in and hard to get out. It's a business, and they intend to win. So let's say this. Luke 11, 46. It says, and he said, woe unto all you also, ye lawyers. Specifically in the Bible. For ye laden men with burdens grievous to be borne. And ye yourself touch not the burdens with one of your feet. In other words, they out there prosecuting you with the law, but then themselves they believe they're above the law. All this stuff that's going on with Donald Trump has all to do with showing you vividly that these laws are not made for them. And they are offended when you try to hold them accountable by the laws that they try to hold other people accountable. Them lawyers will utilize, and the reason why we call lawyers lawyers, because lawyers lie. They're not interested in the truth. They're going to tell you, oh, I can get you. When you first get in there and sit in that chair, you talking to the lawyer. You ain't talking to the paralegal. You ain't talking to nobody in this office. They're going to first tell you straight up, okay, these are your charges. I can get this dropped. They're going to make it all sound good to get you to get them that money. I'm going to say it again. They're going to make everything sound so simple. And just, oh yeah, this right here ain't right. And they're going to make like they can break that case down so very easily to put that price on your ass. Once you pay that money, and let me tell you something about lawyers. I'm trying to tell you, don't play with me. I've been doing this a long time. My family been in there paying lawyers up under the table. And then they don't answer the phone no more. Pay one lawyer $50,000. Not $5,000. $50. Disappear. Ghost. No more. You ain't even getting an answer from a paralegal no more. Not even the secretary. So find yourself in certain situations, circumstance, and think that you ain't going to have to work against lawyers. So, it also says in verse 52, woe unto you, lawyers, for ye have taken away the key of knowledge. Ye enter not into yourselves, and them that were entering in ye hinder. That, in other words, they hinder you from knowing how to set up your case correctly because they have no intention of helping you in the first place. This is why I don't understand that melanated people don't get this. These lawyers, if they don't see they already think you ain't human. They already think you belong behind bars in the first place. And so, when I was working Minister Mario's case, I understood how to handle those lawyers because I have been dealing with lawyers and situations with my own family and stuff like that. And a lot of y'all go in there and y'all sit down and y'all think them people sitting there and they fit to really help you, don't you? This Bible say they take away the keys to knowledge. I'm telling you, in the beginning, sir and ma'am, it's going to seem like you got a winner. Like, this is going to be so easy. Oh my God, this, like, the police was wrong. Here's this and that. That's right now until they get your money. And what they're going to do is they're going to figure out, or try to figure out, measure how much finances they can actually get out of you until they're able to dish you. Because once you paid them, you ain't getting that money back. And they're going to make you believe they're going to fight for you. The Bible says it right here. It's in your book, not my Bible, your Bible. It said the lawyers, in verse 52, taketh away the keys of knowledge. They don't enter in. And this is, Minister Mario was going through a court case, and he was like, oh, my lawyer going to work for me. I said, your lawyer ain't going to stand in front of that judge, and your lawyer ain't going to jail for your ass. That's how I talked to Minister Mario, son of a Chosi. I said, you, if you don't get your shit together before you go to court. When I got Minister Mario license straightened out, I got his license valid. When we went to court for Minister Mario, his lawyer didn't even know that his license were valid. Whether you got a paid lawyer or a public defender, he was not even aware. When he was like, yo, what? His lawyer turned around and looked at him. He was already had the paperwork for him to do a plea bargain. I'm going to say it again. He said, why are you telling me what to do? And my lawyer, I said, don't worry about that. Let me tell you what you need to do in order to beat this case. I said, you don't take your ass in front of that judge and not have your stuff together. The lawyer himself was not prepared. And neither did he tell him what to do. They're not going to educate you. Even if they are a good lawyer, even if they have know-how, they're not going to educate you. It's just that I hadn't been through the system with myself and with my family. I knew a lot. And I knew a lot of things to do. And the judge dropped the charger because his license were valid. He had insurance. But he didn't get that guidance from his lawyer. He got that from me. I'm going to say the law Carter to cater to the rich and the wicked, and not the moderate or the poor, righteous people. No. And so, I've seen this account over and over. Over and over with this justice system. Especially with the United States. Trump being immune is something startling because they actually put it in writing. But he been doing, who you know walking around with 34 charges already guilty and still walking around here running for president? In certain instances, they won't even let, if with one felony, they won't even let you get certain jobs. He finna get the higher, he finna go after the highest office in the land with felony charges. And you don't think we gonna end up having to work against judges and lawyers? Okay. Now we got our next. Why, Apostle Ely, why would you teach people to do conjure against doctors? Okay, we finna find out. Why not? Let's educate ourselves. Luke, the 8th chapter. Verse 43. It says in verse 43, and a woman having an issue of blood 12 years, which has spent all her living upon physicians. Sounds familiar? Neither could be healed of any of them. The amount of money that people have spent with doctors, and they still getting paid by insurance companies. They still getting their visiting fees. And you ain't a bit more healed. You ain't a bit more stable in your health. I want y'all to think about this. What other professions that you can be a part of and not be accurate besides the weatherman and still get paid? Their surgery don't even have to work and they still get paid. Their surgery can actually kill you. And if you ain't got a good lawyer that can figure out them lies, then you're still screwed. Because they're protected up under certain rights and certain insurances. Okay, let's talk about it. So I wrote down here, I said judges take bribes, that's why we work against them. Lawyers lie. That's why we work against them. And doctors malpractice. That's why we work against them. And these particular avenues are where a lot of melanated people get hit the hardest. A lot of melanated people, their parents don't raise them up and give them understanding of how crooked the judicial system is, and how judges and how that whole system of how they get in those positions and how they get voted in and why they go after certain things. A lot of times it ain't about what they get paid as a judge. It's those deals. Because they the judge, they get those money. That's why your congressman could only make so much, but now he a millionaire because it's all them backdoor deals he getting. It's like a sponsor. All them hitting sponsoring he getting. And see, when you don't know real conjure, real magic, real spirituality, you step in there. What's up there, my storm? You step in these situations and not realize it's a lot of money on the line, and that judge ain't finna rule in your favor because he or she not finna give up their sponsorship. This is real talk. So your son is gonna get them 20 years because that prosecutor is gonna run for state attorney, and they have to have so many convictions. Okay. See, education helps you to know what you up against and why it costs us, and you get charged so much money when you find yourself in situation with the law or with medical, because their interest of payout is for you to either suffer when it comes to your sickness. 12 years. This woman spent everything she had. Even I was watching, many people talk, marvel at Minister Mario, how well I kept him up. Many of the people that go through dialysis, those people don't care. Those people, if you don't know what's really happening to the body of your loved ones, then how do you protect their bodies from the process of what those dialysis machine does to their body, does to their skin, does to the enzymes and the nutrients that are in their body? Open your understanding. Stop walking around here and thinking that you're going to pray a prayer, you're going to light one candle, you're going to do one. No, when it comes to the legal system, the reason why working, I be telling y'all about $10 and $15 and $20,000, because we got to go up against people that get paid big money. And they have the money to pay other people like me to fight off my workings, to fight off my curses, to fight off my crossing. Now, me personally, when I'm working with doctors, because I got something for the doctors that one thing about my spirituality, if I can't prove it in man's court, I damn sure can prove it in God's court. If I can't get no retribution in man's court, I can most certainly get something in God's court. I can do that. That's why everything over here is spiritual and it's geared to melanated people. And a lot of you all, just like you ain't got the money to pay for legal help or medical help, you also don't have the money to pay for spiritual legal help as well as spiritual medical help, because we are not taught about how much money and how that is a big business. When you see the legal system, big business. The insurance company's job is to take in all the money and to pay out as little as possible. It's called profit margin. It doesn't matter that you've been paying your insurance for the last 15, 20 years. Their job is to find a clause where they ain't got to pay you. I'm still fighting for Minister Mario's on life insurance. That is in our contract. And they taking me through all kind of changes because they trying not to pay you. And I'm not going to Ochosi for that. I'm not going to work with Ochosi for that. I am going straight to the cemetery. I'm going straight dark on their monkey ass. Huh? That's why you see lawyers having nervous breakdowns, and you see judges they over drinking and all and causing, because when they run up on people like me, then we understand why you not gonna rule in the favor. So since you ain't gonna do right, we gonna bust your ass. Huh? While you sitting up there with your black robe on and passing them sentences and signing them documents because you done got your deposit in the bank, I got to go ahead and make some deposits on your ass. Because I got to compensate. Just like you got to compensate to get your pay and get reelected, I got to compensate for what you trying to take from my client or myself. So judges take bribes, lawyers lie, misinterpret the law, they take away the knowledge, and doctors malpractice. And they do that every single day. They malpractice just by lying to you about your health. I was telling Mother Susan, I said, as long as you got insurance, they're going to always find something for you to go to the doctor for. Because they need to bill your insurance. That's how they stay in business. A lot of y'all go along with a lot of stuff and ask some people, I ain't had these problems until I started dealing with you. Hey, Apostle, I got my money. Let's see. Money blessing. Okay, you use, you put, I'm just give you a quick, I have it in my videos, but since you asked me online, I tell y'all guys, hit that super chat. But you're gonna put that packet in your hands, and you're gonna read Psalm 112 and 113, and you're gonna spittle inside of your in your incense, because you want your energy attached to that that incense blessing, and then you're gonna light that incense. Just that simple. I make everything very hard for y'all to mess up. Some of y'all still try to find a way though. So why does it cost a real hoodooist, voodooist, conjurer cost you money? Because of all the things that they have to go up against. All the things they have to go against to turn a situation around in your favor. And then when those lawyers start seeing, because I'm not going to lie, my spiritual dad used to do, my spiritual sister do it, and my spiritual dad did. Lawyers used to come there, and they used to charge them $2,500 per case. And when they got a court case they want to win, they go to conjurers like me, where in that case at that time was my spiritual dad and my spiritual sister. And some of those candles be $2,500. One candle, $2,500. And the lawyers have the money. I'm not telling you guys what I think. I'm not talking about what I saw in a movie. I'm talking about in real life. If you think your lawyer is sitting down there and being successful because you think Johnny Cochran got what he got, you thought they got somebody doing work for them. Believe that. And so in that particular case, the lawyer had a case that he wanted to win. So my spiritual dad fixed this candle for him, but that candle was $2,500 a piece. He did more than one. But that one in front of me, that's what it was. And so depending on whether they do graveyard work for those lawyers or whether they do work, they go to their businesses and do stuff. That's why sometimes it's just very hard to defeat certain attorneys, because at the end of the day, they make a type of money they can afford people like me. Everyday people can't afford people like me. Everyday people that got decent jobs, you ain't like barely over the poverty level. How you gonna go up against companies that got deep pockets? That's why even with UPS, I'm not looking for the union to bring me victory. I'm looking for my Egoons. I'm looking for my not my Arisha, my Egoons and my Black Magic to give me the victory I'm looking for. Because UPS play dirty, always have, and until the day they destroy it. And it's gonna be long after I get all my retirement money. That's just what it is. So when you're going up against companies, and you thinking that those companies don't have spiritual workers that they're paying, it's your ignorance. But once you pay that money, now all of a sudden, in order for that lawyer to keep paying that spiritually, they got to keep milking you for money until you ain't got no money. They get you tied up into the joint. They literally set up a system by which how everybody gonna make money. The probation officer gonna make money off of you. The Congress people, the people that work inside the jailhouse, the officers that gonna make money off of you, the people that sell the commissary to the jailhouse that you're gonna pay almost 3 times, 4 times much than it would really cost. The phone calls, they're gonna make, and this all off of poor people. So if he give you 5 years, 6 months, 12 months, the amount of money they're gonna make out of you, you could have sent 3 and 4 people to college. You could have started 3 or 4 businesses. So I say these things why we work against judges, lawyers. Now, me personally, I like to work brown eggs. If I'm working a judge, if I'm working a lawyer, or I'm working one of those type of people, I like to work a brown egg. 300% markup prices. Ryan said, I'm speaking from experience. Come on here, somebody. I'm not, I don't have no reason to lie. I had uncles that did almost 20 years in prison. Some of them did that. And they had conversation, but they also had money back here. A lot of y'all going to prison, you ain't got no money. And that's all prison is a money bank. It ain't no different than buy here, pay here. That's what it is. And so therefore, they are going to send your ass down. I don't care if you're a first offender, and they're going to make money off of melanated people. Each one of these people that get really successful when it comes to making money, make money off of melanated people, whether it's judges, whether it's lawyers or doctors. That's where their money is. Because we are the less informed and the less educated, and all we got is that white Jesus standing in front of that judge, and it's not going to work. Going to talk about Jesus take me through my surgery, it's not going to work. Okay? So, in some cases, most cases that I have practiced, I'm going to write that person not. I'm going to probably use Dragon's Blood ink, and I'm going to write that judge's name or that lawyer's name or that doctor's name down 9 times. Now, if the doctor has an extremely long name, because I'm a conjurer, I write representation for that name. Because sometimes these doctors got long ass names, and I'm not writing it 9 times. I don't hate you that much. I'ma still get you, but I'm gonna get you another way. They say it well. Sister Jackie said say it well. So yes, baby. Now, and the average black poor person is gonna come up with that money, and they're gonna be making those payments, and your child, your loved one ain't fit to walk out that door, not now and day. Not now and day. Because a part of their success of the law system is for your child to be stuck in there. I need you to get that. Think about what you've already spent on the lawyer, and your loved one is still behind bars. Because it was never meant for them to come out. The charges, it was never meant for them to come out. You think they're not knowledgeable enough to know that something went wrong and that was a lie and that was... They knew it the whole time that they were passing that sentence. But they were trying to meet their quota. You ever been in a business where they're trying to meet their quota? Right or wrong don't go along. So, you write that name 9 times because 9 represents the ego. Then you can use red ink because red carries the frequency of the root chakra with the ancestors. Red also is representation of Mars. Now, what I do when I'm working against judges, lawyers, and stuff like that, I'm finna disrupt their life. I'm finna disrupt their money. I'm finna disrupt their sanity. I'm gonna confuse this lawyer. Huh? I'm finna drunken this judge, drunken his mind or her mind in my direction. And I'm fit to cross up this doctor. If they doing wrong. I say malpractice, lying, or bribe. Now we have other stuff in spiritual arts where we help a doctor if the doctor doing right. We got things that help lawyers if the lawyer doing right. And we have things that help the judges if the judges are doing right. But in most of our cases, they're not doing right. And they're not being just. And they're not being fair. So you need something to be able to put what's happening to that judge's ass or that lawyer's ass or lawyers, because sometimes they got a team of lawyers. Or a team of doctors. Because sometimes there's more than one doctor working on your particular case. And they all performing malpractice. And they all need to be dealt with. So when I tell you about courtroom incense, when I tell you about stop gossip, that includes legal matters. When I tell you about reversal, that also includes legal matters. Protection work, you got your child or your loved one in jail or in prison, they need protection work. They need protection work. And like I said, a lot of times we can't even afford to help the people that we claim to love. Everything costs money. And the reason why your loved one keep going down the sewer because you can't afford to keep them from going down the sewer. And you don't really have a real connection with your deities or your gods or your goddess, or you ain't fed your ancestors, so they ain't even strong enough to pull them out of that succubus. Then, like you can use Blockbuster with courtroom work. Roll opening opportunities to cause your case to move in your behalf. Definitely High John and triple threat. And I use love, like if I've used love instead to give me, used that for Minister Mario, get him favor with the judge, clerk, I don't care who it is. Whoever can set him free and cause them charges to be dropped, work that love incense. I'm going to say it again. So you got to have a strategy, and you got to know who you were, and you got to have strong conjure, because of most of them people doing spiritual work. Demetrius said that reverser is a banger. Oh my Lord, onto that. I told you I call my reverser incense that AK-47. Now, can't anybody do work on judges? No. Lawyers? No. Doctors? No. You don't have the resources. Sad but true. Sad but true. And this is, I believe, this is the failure of people that practice the ATR, to tell these people that are coming to them the truth. Baby, you ain't got enough money to fight these people. You come in here with your sad story, and it might be a true story. And nonetheless, you don't have the resources for me to put my life on the line to go up against this judge, the lawyer, or this doctor. It takes money. This is why education is so important. This is why doing your money work is so important. This is why you ain't got time to keep making false and bad decisions in your life, because if something happened, you need to be in a position to go to war. In my case, I'm getting in position because I am, once I get my Ocha birthday done, I am receiving those in Sasi. I'm making sure that when I start striking, so y'all playing with Trump. Trump do conjure. And Trump hire people. A lot of that stuff be going on with Biden, it has to do with magic. And I'm telling you, especially in South Florida, most of these people that are going to be voting for Trump are going to be Cuban, American. And let me tell y'all something. Let me teach you something. Let me share something with you. When people out there venerating their ancestors, right? Most of these people, ancestors come from communist countries. Every time these Caucasian venerated ancestors, their ancestor was in the slavery area. Okay? When we venerate our ancestors, we go beyond the slavery. You understand? Y'all got to understand that everybody that activate their Agun and their ancestors, depending on where them ancestors come from and what those ancestors participated in, may not be for your personal benefit. Especially for melanated people. That's why you see all this dictatorship coming out, because a lot of those Palatos, a lot of those people are Cuban. They come from communist, and their ancestors dealt with communism, so they ain't gonna see a problem with it. And they fighting for Trump. So when you out here doing your conjure, talking about, oh God, give victory to Biden, you coming against Infumbes. Whether it's Zarabanda, whether it's Timlatira, whether it's Insasi, whether it's Centea, whether it's Zarabanda, whatever cauldron they got, them Infumbes and their Egun, they working them. And I'm working mine too. That's why I have to, before this thing go down, that's why if you're going to support me, a lot of my gear, I always have strategy, and I believe in getting in position to get the victories that we're looking for. And this is going to affect melanated people other than any other race in the United States. For all of y'all talking about you don't vote and you don't do all this, play with this shit if you want to. The Supreme Court now gave the president immunity. Let me tell y'all something. I can keep it 1,000 with you on today. I don't even need you don't want nobody with absolute power. This is almost like the scripture say that Yahshua had the spirit without measure. You can't have everybody having the spirit with no measure. There's a reason why I got to measure. There's a reason why you got to measure. But there's a reason why Yahshua did not have a measure. He was capable of being fair and just with no measure. We ain't like that. And when I'm trying to educate us, don't take my word for it. Go study to show yourself approved. This is extremely serious. People can play around if they want. Yeah, this is very, and mostly for melanated people. Remember when before they put out the vaccine, they went through the courts to make sure that those companies could not be sued. They always protect them before they come with the shiggity. You don't know about ain't but one. It takes a certain level of mind, emotion, and stability to have absolute power. I don't even have absolute power. And it's good. God give you according to your measure, according to your responsibility, according to what you able to find. When you operating in Mars energy, absolute power is dangerous. And they done gave that man, and they really setting that for Trump. But what I keep trying to tell melanated people, it don't matter who's sitting there, because it don't take but one crazy person, one criminal to get in that office, and with that level of immunity, the damage that they can do to civilians and not be charged, not be indicted, not held accountable. This is why we need to get back to our roots. Because before that even happened, we won't get no justice. Let's just be for real. Black people be dying at alarming rates in the hospital. In front of Minister Mario, to keep it 1,000, Minister Mario was up under physician care since he was in his 20s. He had, and hypertension is something incurable. It can be cured just through adjusting your diet. They don't care. They get paid off his insurance and all that, and he worked at the hospital. What about your loved one that's behind bars? You think they get medical attention? You think they're getting cared for? Really? You think your loved one sitting in that hospital, sitting in a clean bed? Really? Are you still that naive? And most of our black lawyers, they a bunch of sellouts. They worse than the white people. I'm going to say it again. They want them same backdoor deals. You know how many people that them lawyers sit there and watch them people after getting paid, watch them. Y'all wouldn't let us spiritualists get away with that kind of stuff. Y'all will pay a lawyer and your child still get 15, 20 years. And that lawyer said, I did the best I can. You can pay me $20,000, $30,000 and I say I did the best I can. You let it ride. You be right here talking about me like a dog. Yeah, and Project, we're going to talk about that, not tonight. Project 2025. They already got the agenda. They just need somebody to execute it. They already had the agenda to get rid of Roe versus Wade. And that ain't got nothing to do with melanated people. That got to do with white babies. White women getting abortions. That ain't even got nothing to do with melanated people. Them laws ain't got nothing to do with them. All to do with white men do not want white women not bringing forth white babies into the earth. They don't care if the daddy pregnator, the brother pregnator got raped. They don't care. White people ain't never cared. They ain't just stopped not caring. They ain't never cared. They were never built like that. How many hearings you hear them say to them, and they educate, and they say something, you like, what the fuck? Why would they say that? They don't care. All they care about is survival, like a parasite. Oh, you ain't never sat down in that doctor's office and watch your loved one dwindle away with all that medication? Do you not know that they get paid certain amount of money and certain payoffs and certain redemption by selling, by giving you certain prescription drugs that they ain't even tested? They might have just got that in this week, but because they got a certain incentive, financial incentive to push that particular drug, they gave it to you. They don't even know what it does. You the first patient. You don't know. You thinking your doctor just giving you medicine. That's the first time that doctor ever gave any patient. And that doctor don't even know what that medicine going to do. And they going to find out what that medicine do through you. You the guinea pig. Imagine if doctors were getting sued for giving out medicines and prescription that they don't even know what that medicine actually able to do. They test that out on you. Oh, you got joint problem. They say that this is what they do. Here, try this. Let's see what they do. A conjurer can't just hand you out a product and not know what it do. A spiritualist can't just hand you out a product, but doctors can do that. They can give you medication, over prescribed medication. They can give you medication that actually work against it. The two medications work against itself. If a conjurer put two spells or two spirits together that work, you say we don't know what we're doing. But you still sitting up in that doctor's office. You went in there to get your foot, and now your asshole swole, you spitting blood out your throat, and your ear leaking. The biggest threats that black melanated people are dealing with in these United States is the hospital and the judicial system. Those are the greatest evils that we constantly have to deal with. And you need your protection. You need to teach your children how to do their conduct to protect themselves. Stop walking down the road without putting something down. Stop walking down. If that's your bus stop, you the mama, you the daddy, go out there, put some condoms down for protection for your child at the bus stop. Go to their schoolhouse and go into that PTA meeting. I did it for my kids. You not finna mess up. You can take prayer out of school all you want to, but you can't take conjure out of what I do. I'm gonna make sure wherever my kids at, that's solidified. Now I don't know how y'all do stuff or how y'all work, but this is what I'm encouraging. If you find yourself with a judge or judges that take bribes, you're going to work against them. Find yourself with a lawyer that tell a lot of lies, that take away the keys of knowledge. Got to work against them. Got a doctor that malpractice. Got to work against them. Or you just going to keep suffering the consequences. I hope that you take what I said and from the experiences that I have lived, and that you share these videos so melanated people. But as long as you want to give me $1,000 or $1,500, you're going to lose your case. You're going to get that lawyer $10, $15, $30, and $40,000. You're going to pay all those doctor visits, and your insurance is going to pay that lawyer, pay that doctor for all those high price surgery they're going to do on you. And you still not guaranteed to live. Until you start investing proper money and proper resources into conjure, you're going to continuously to get defeated. Because it takes money to fight these type of people. And that's on the real. And if nobody else tell you, whether in E5, Voodoo, Santeria, Kumi, Congo, Apollo, Mystical, they don't tell you the truth, I'm here to tell you the truth. You're going to lose, and I don't care how much you pray about it, because it's big money and it's big business. And white people are about money. They about money and status. Period. And whatever that cost may be, it's 9 times it's going to be you. It's going to be you. And any programs that are in the judicial system to help people, you're not going to get it. Your child's not going to get it. Tyler going to get it. Bob is going to get it. Carl is going to get it. Not yours. Yours going away so they can pay for all of that. Because if they put a prison up, somebody got to pay for that. If they put a new courthouse, somebody got to pay for that. That courthouse got to run by money. People got to be paid to be in there. If they got officers in there, somebody got to pay that. That's why my courtroom incense is so important. All right, Renee, I got you down with incense. Which ones do you want, sweetheart? Incense burns. Which one do you want, Renee? And thank you guys for that super chat. All of this stuff matters. It helps to support. The pharmaceutical industry and the FDA, all of that. Lisa, absolutely right. But there's some magic out here can do something with them, but not the magic most people doing. It's not gonna help. Burn my courtroom incense 9 days before your courtroom date. And you can add some high john with that to make it stronger. If you are going up against somebody coming up against you, then you're gonna have to burn that courtroom incense with some type of protection or a reversal attached to that. It depends on what you're up against and what you're dealing with. Everything is different. I'm just seeing Ryan. Okay. Ryan with courtrooms. I've been doing conjure with the courtroom. I do all kind of dirty stuff to judges and stuff. I really do. I don't care nothing about it. They go home and go to sleep just like a baby after them sending all them black people to prison, like it ain't nothing. So I can go home and go to sleep after putting them upside down in the grave. And all of a sudden they get sick and they leave here. Got nothing about it, but it costs money though. We can't afford to keep doing this light stuff. We have to have real magic that's gonna actually be respected, where they know that you ain't nothing to play with. And trust me, white folks know who the real McCoy is. I sent for instance. Hey Renee, what did you want me to burn, baby? That's what I'm asking. Or you want me to pick it for you? As long as you're trying to go the cheap way, you're gonna draw stuff out, and they're still gonna make money off of you. Half of them don't even think you're smart anyway. That's what's wrong with the lawyers that I was dealing with. They found out like he's not stupid. No, I'm not stupid. I'm far from stupid, and I'm gonna get you. I'm just getting my money together. I'm waiting on my insights. And then I'm gonna cut loose on their ass. Okay, I got you, Renee. Let's see, for my 69. Ancestor, let's do this. For Renee, Ancestor. For Renee, and then some Guardian for Renee, 69, and then we're going some money. I want that money for Renee, and then I want love. I want favor to fall in her behalf. And then I'm going to add some more protection for Renee. I just want y'all to know where I'm at, where my mind is, and why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm very much aware of the things that our people have to, and peace incense for my baby, Okay, that was seen yesterday. I almost cleared that room. Okay. All right. guys, I really, really appreciate you so very, very much. This is a journey, and once again, I will encourage you to sit down with somebody that actually do this type of working, so you can get a realistic view and honesty when it comes down to working with judges and lawyers and doctors of that nature, and getting with people that have actually had some type of success rate when it comes down to contract. It's none of, I would not lie to you, ain't none of this cheap. If somebody's charge you very little, they're not gonna do no. It's no different than a lawyer. If they're making it like it's a light deal, they just gonna take your money, and you're not gonna get no victory. To work the law system, it takes work, and anybody that's worth their grain of salt gonna want to be paid. I'm just being honest with you. Sometimes situations and circumstances may be worth it. Child support situation, I've gotten people out of. Now let me tell you something, men. I don't get you out of child support not to pay and take care of your children. I'm gonna say that again. I don't get you out of child support not to take care of your kids. I get you out of child support because you're man enough to take care of your kids outside of the system. I did it for myself, and I took care of my kids in spite of child support. So yes, I do work like that. Protection work, make sure that you're not being gorged out of your finances when it comes down to child support, but it is not with the intention of you not taking care of your child. Because I told them straight up to their face. I said I didn't need that cracker to get my child. When I was knocking your back out of whack and letting this elixir run down your vagina into your egg farm, he wasn't there, and I don't need him to be here to take care of my son. You understand? So like I said, I don't mind helping people to protect their finances, but it is not with the intention of you not taking care of your children. Because I know there's a lot of gold diggers out there, and people use the judicial system to take money, and they ain't gonna do right by the kids, and they just getting child support and alimony and all this stuff. I don't have a problem working. I also don't have a problem with a woman that if he's a basketball player, football player, and he ain't trying to come across, I don't have no problem working. I help. I know both ends of this situation, especially, but that is for you to take care of your child. That not for you to get long blue hair like you Mars Simpsons. No, I'm not gonna help you get money from a man so you can go out there and get another baby with another Negro and take care of that Negro, and another man baby off of another man's child. No, I ain't with that either. Let me be clear. If you not getting support that you need to help take care of your child, I can help. Don't have no problem. If you being rung through the ringer and you can't hallelujah, because every time she see you with somebody, she want to go back, I got something for that. I lived it. I done helped a lot of men, and I done helped a lot of women on both aspects of that. But it is not with the intent of you not taking care of your children. Now then you're going to have problems with me. Because I'm not helping you to go take care of a nigga. I'm helping you to take care of your child. So we're going to do peace and love for your baby. Okay. Peace and sense for my baby. You're going to have to help me pronounce that, Keish. I'm very bad at stuff like that. This is for Keish baby, my baby Scorpio. Okay, that's for the baby. And then you're going to get money and sense for Keish the Scorpio. For the money. I don't mind helping people build for family. I think that we have allowed this system to abuse and attack one another, and it's not doing any of us any good. And it's not teaching our children how to be unified, how to grow, none of that. And that we're not good for relationships. It's just a mess. And so we got to straighten that out. And we got to start with us. We can't start with the white man, the white woman, we got to start with us, melanated people. And we got to stop the bullshit and figure out what we really trying to do. Okay? Leave our petty grievances along and get to the point of rearing these kids and giving these kids opportunity, because what's coming down the pike, you're going to need some conscience. And out of all the education you got, now they don't have, the time going to come where they ain't going to have to hire black people, black women. You won't be getting all this stuff that you're enjoying now that President Biden has given black women with black businesses. If Trump getting that off, all that shit going. Just like he did, he tried to undo everything Obama did. He gonna try to undo everything Biden did. It's gonna be the same thing, and he gonna be without immunity. Play with it if you want to, huh? You won't even be able to suck dick freely in this country after a while, male or female. They'll have you with a 2-dick minimum. How you gonna prostitute with a 2-dick minimum? Can't do it. You ain't gonna be able to make it. All right, I done did what I did. I'm gonna check here. I got everything. Okay. All right. Everything. All right. Much love to each and every one of you guys. I'm looking forward to educating about Project 2025. I am going to be sharing a lot of information, and like I said, y'all grow and do what you want to do. But the knowledge, the wisdom, understanding, going to be out there. Do you have Facebook? Yeah, Keisha, you know I got Facebook. Facebook up under my Facebook page is up under my government name. I thought you was on my Facebook page. Yeah, my government name. All you gotta look up on Samuel Jr. is right there. All right. So I want to say thank you again. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the live. Thank you for the share. But we got to get in position. This is not a game. Playtime been over, but it is truly over now. And we got to do double time. So that's one of the things I'm going to give you guys an opportunity if you want to help me with my cauldron of Insasi. And those that want to come up under my umbrella when it comes down to Palo. I'm trying to get myself in position so I can handle things and put us in a better position economically until we get more people functioning and operating in their own ache, in their own energy. Okay? Much love to each and every one of you guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, the shares, and comment behind this video if this video helped you. God bless.